Hello everybody, Iain Robson here, and welcome back to Train Simulator 2016. So right now we have this particular train's called a triple gray, and we're doing a coal run right here. And it says we've been held here to allow other traffic to use the line ahead, proceed to Didcot as signals allow. So here we are in the train, so we have a yellow signal, so that means that we can, oh there's green, so now we can go. Alright, so let's go ahead and head out. So this is a British train, from what it seems like. This is one of their trains that they would use for, oops, there we go. It seems like one of the trains they would use for cargo, as you can see here. It's a pretty big cargo train. It looks like it's diesel. I don't know if it says diesel or not. So the line is busy and you'll have to be careful. So we have a few drop-offs here, nothing too crazy. And we'll see if we can't get this thing rolling. So I have to be careful because we are on one of the main lines, and or are close to one of the main lines, so we have to be aware of that. That's the horn. Max speed is 95. All right. So, like I said, we have to be a bit careful about the various trains around here because we're kind of in the main area. So as you can see, we got some side. Oh, I forget what they call them. Sidings, I think they're called. And some other trains around. So we have to be a bit careful of how fast we proceed. So we have a stop coming up here. It looks like we are good to go. Actually, we're in England, so we'll hear the ding. We should hear the ding if it's clear. Theoretically, of course. That little thing right down there. I guess that means we're clear to go. Alright, so let's go ahead and progress a little bit. So we're in the 90 mile an hour area, so let's go ahead and progress. So, as always, it's always important to make sure you pay attention to... Let's put the lights on here. There we go. It's always important to pay attention to the signals. I always forget the signals for every reason. Alright, here we're coming up to Oxford, so let's slow down a little bit. Because all these signals around here. It says we have to be careful, so... We don't have to drop anything at Oxford. We can just drive straight through as long as the lights allow. So I don't know which way we're going. I think we're just going straight through. Hopefully. Because if we're turning left, then we are going to be in trouble. Looks like we're going straight. Yep. Good. Perfect. This is another... I believe this is in England in this area. I don't know if it specifies anywhere specifically. Well, Oxford's definitely England, but I don't know whereabouts in Oxford, if that makes sense to you guys. I'm not from England, so if it makes sense to you, if you're from UK, what? How on earth? What happened there? Why? It said 90 the whole way, so that's yellow lights. We need to go slow. But it is not clear why that happens. See, like, this is the one thing I really don't understand about this game sometimes. Is like when it puts the emergency brakes on randomly like that, and I am not exactly sure the reason why. Now, admittedly, I wasn't inside the cab, so maybe the light said something like, "Hey, you can't go forward," and that's entirely possible. But it's never obvious to me. There's the end. There's our coal trains right there, or coal cars. Very nice. Makes me want to play a little bit of Transport Tycoon. Going back to the heyday of Tycoons. Super awesome game. Alright, so here we're coming up to this little section here. What does the light say? I cannot tell yet. It's half a mile away still. Looks like it's yellow. So what we'll do is we'll slow down here a little bit. Slow down, Iain, not speed up. Alright, there we go. It's funny, depending where you are in this game, like some of the scenery is like really nice. That is not for us. It does say 90 miles an hour, but I don't see... Oh, it's green up there. Means we can probably go. It's funny. It seems like with the English trains, like even if you go full throttle, it doesn't seem like it really changes much. So here's a little thing right there. It says green, so I guess we're good to go, but we're going to find out here in a second, because this is going to tell us whether we can go straight or not. Or it's going to put our emergency brake on again for whatever reason. Let's find out. Here it is. Alright, I guess that means we're clear to go. Alright, so let's continue on our way. It is a very gray train. Not very exciting, if you ask me. It's kind of plain. Not quite as crazy as some of the steam trains you see often. But that's the way life goes. Alright, so here we have, if we're taking that siding right there, we have to go 25. So let's just ease off on the gas here a little bit, just in case we are going that direction. Because I don't know. I don't think we are. No. Okay, let's keep going then. Yeah, it's funny, like, the rules aren't clear to me all the time, like, as to, like, you know, which way we're, like, what's supposed to be happening in terms of the lighting system and whatnot, like the signals, I mean. So sometimes it's like, I've had certain situations where I've, you know, had the emergency brake go on and I'm not exactly sure why. And that's kind of frustrating, because you're like, if you're trying to progress a little bit or trying to understand the reasons why. That's 25 if you're going to the left there, so we're still good. From what it seems like, at least. So this is good. Alright, we are coming up to another signal, so I'm assuming we're going to have to stop or slow down. Oh, it looks like it's green up there. This is a situation where I'd want to, like, you know, call ahead and be like, hey, what's going on over there? Here's what it says here. Line is busy and you'll have to carefully watch signals as you wait for other trains. Drop off your HAA wagons at Coal Unload 1 at Didcot, and then pick up the MTs at Didcot Ash Loop to complete your work order. So, we're paying attention to the lights right now. So here, it says it's clear to go, so that's good. It's green. And hopefully, I wish I could tell, like, I wish I could tell what the speed limit was in certain areas. Because, like, if the speed limit randomly decreases here, that's going to be annoying. That's, if you're going off to the left, it's 25, so, got that little arrow there. Which is good. Okay, so I don't see any lights. That's green for us. We're still good to go. It's red on the other line there, so. One thing they did say is pay attention to the lights. So here's a little thing that tells us whether we can go forward. Yes, we're good to go. Perfect. Nice little picture right there. Nice. I do like some of the... Well, one of the most interesting parts about this particular game is when you actually get to, like, you know, kind of enjoy the scenery and watch the train go by. I don't know. I like watching trains, I guess, so call me crazy. Alright, so we have another signal coming up. What does it say here? Apparently there's actually groups of people who will do what they call train spotting. So they'll, you know, wait at this particular area to wait to see if they can see some trains or whatnot. One of my friend's dads used to... one of my friend's dad... that makes sense anyways. So it's still green, looks like. Anyways, he used to do that. He used to go and sit by... we're good to go. He used to sit by one of the train stations close to his house and watch trains go by. Because he just liked trains. So, and he was retired, so possibly that was part of the reason as why as well, but you never know. But it's one of those things, like, some people just like watching trains. Like here in Canada, you tend to have a lot of trains... that are taking cargo one way or another. You don't have as many passenger trains as you do in Europe, but here we have a lot more cargo trains, so it's possible you could get stopped if you're on one of the back roads. I guess it's definitely possible you get stopped. A little village right there, cool. You could get stopped by a train. I've been stopped if you head like north out of Toronto, close to like Perry Sound area. That's where you usually get stopped by trains in that area. Alright, so I'm going to slow down because I have a sneaky suspicion they're going to hit us with a light soon. Oh no, that's still green up there. So we're good to go. It did say we had to be careful, so I am paying close attention, or at least trying to pay close attention to the lights. Alright, we're good to go. It's green. I don't know how you're supposed to stop in the time they give you, but I guess it's just to tell you, hey, it's green, you can still go. Or you don't need to slow down or anything. Not that we are aware of yet, so... There's another train coming up there, so it looks like we're still A-okay for the time being. Get a nice little view of the train here. A little bit of side-by-side train action. Nice. Alright, let's get back into the cab here and just pay attention to the lights. Now, I do like the zoom feature. This is once I realized I could do this when I'm just looking outside. That made a big difference. Still 90 here. Still 90. Didn't say I have any speed limits or anything, so we're cool. It's green. Okay, looks like we're safe. Or safe. Okay, let's hear. Yeah, we're good to go. It's funny, once I realized what that actually did, it made a lot more sense. But initially I was like, why is it buzzing? What's going on? What's wrong here? But I guess the more you drive in Britain, you'll realize those types of little things. I never realized it before, but now I kind of do. Alright, so we actually are picking up speed slowly but surely, doing 80 miles an hour. That's pretty quick, actually, so we have to be careful about our speed here and pay attention to the lights. Looks like we're still good to go. I can't tell. We do have to be careful because up there's an 85 mile an hour zone. Oh, it looks like we're clear. 85 mile an hour zone, so if we go too fast, we're gonna get dinged here. But 20% seems to be a good throttle, a good amount of throttle in this context. Not to speed too much, because it's definitely possible. It's pretty easy to do. Alright, so zoom in here a little bit. Take a little screenshot as we come around the next turn, I think. Let's see. Here we go. Nice. I do like how they have the screenshot feature too. That's a nice little feature. Not every game provides that capability. Like, for example, Euro Truck Simulator 2 has it, and it is awesome. And I wish more games had like a specific screenshot feature like that. Alright, here's the thing. It's good to go. We're coming from 90 to 85. I guess that's what it means. Okay, we're only doing 80 miles an hour, so we're good to go. We can maintain our current course and our current speed for the time being. And our destination's up here in 3.5 miles. 3 miles or so. Alright, I should see. Oh, so there's. I'm going to start stopping now. Because that's just based on how much weight we have behind this. I have a guess that we may have to slow down gradually. Or might be a better idea if we slow down gradually. So we're still on a mile out, but we're slowing down slowly. There's the next dinger. See, I don't understand. Why did it go off there? Maybe it's because we're going. Oh, so there's a light. See, but how are you supposed to react to that in that time? I don't understand. That's what confuses me. It's like, I understand you're supposed to slow down, but like, you hit the dinger and then automatically hits your brakes. I'm like, okay, so what am I supposed to do in this context? I can't really. I have no idea of like preventing it from happening. So that's why it's a little weird. There's another one, so it's probably gonna do the same thing, I guess. Yeah, because doesn't want us to go forward, I suppose. Well, we're going forward apparently because we can't slow down in time. And if we hit another train, well, that's gonna be unintentional at the very least. Let's keep an eye out for the next little section here. There may be a train behind us, actually. Nope. For now, there is no train behind us. Okay. So there's a light coming up here. And we'll just leave it as a nice slow area. That's kind of interesting. What's that? Maybe that is... I guess those are nuclear power plants, and I guess that's the... gray water, I guess they would call it in that context. Alright, so 0.3 miles out. What does the light say? It's red. Okay, so we'll leave it at this particular speed, and then we'll keep an eye out for it. Yeah, it seems strange. Like, I don't know how you're supposed to like react to that in that context. Like, how, like, you hit the thing and then it you know, sets the emergency brake off. Like, they're not telling me in advance that there's nothing that I have to slow down. So it's kind of like, maybe there's something I'm missing. I'm not an expert when it comes to this game, so. Alright, that's definitely red up there, so we have to slow down. we'll just coast here for a little bit. And we probably can coast to a standstill. That light is definitely red. I don't know, because it hits your like emergency alarm. Maybe it's supposed to do that, but like sometimes it'll hit your emergency alarm and then the brake will go on. Other times it won't, so I don't understand. Maybe it's just a way of saying, hey, you need to slow down, or hey, I don't know. I'm not sure what the deal is there. But I'm going to slow down here because the next dinger is right there. And then as soon as I hit it, I'm going to get this alarm going off again. Perfect. So there's our light. I wonder if they had binoculars when they were... I'm assuming they do. But I'm assuming they're communicating with people as well, so... Anyways. Alright, waiting for the light to change now. There we go. Very nice. Look at that. Still waiting on the light here. Wonder where the other train's coming from. It's not obvious. Yeah, I think what would happen is if I hit this right now with this light being red like that, I would definitely have the emergency brake go off. But maybe the alarm only goes off when it's telling you, hey, you need to slow down, maybe, as well as, hey, you can't go forward. So I don't know. Wonder how long they're going to make us wait here before we're safe to go forward. That will be the curious part here. Because I know as soon as I go past that, it's going to be like, don't go forward, don't go forward. Well, good time for tea or coffee, I suppose, on the train. Can take a look at... yeah, it's kind of cool. They do a pretty good job, actually, with the cars here. Well, I guess they really have to, because the whole game is based around trains and whatnot. So if it's not done well, it'd be kind of silly. All right, so I'm gonna pause it here for a second, and we'll come back when the light has changed. All right, so I just called for requested to proceed to the next section. So it says request to pass signal at danger approved. So I guess that means we can go forward. So let's go ahead and move slowly forward and see what happens here. It says we're allowed to go, but I don't know how that's gonna play out. So I'm just gonna proceed very slowly up to this little section, this little guy right here, and then we'll see what happens here. And if it says gives us the emergency alarm, then we'll know we're not supposed to go. But we just got the approval. There we go. That's what I'm looking for. All right, so let's see what happens here. I am very curious to see whether or not we're actually going to be able to continue this or not. Oh, what's that? We can actually press that button. What is that one? Headlights. Very cool. What if it actually moves when you hit the headlights? Oh, it does. Neat. Alright, so here's the little thing. So it's not putting the emergency brake on, so maybe that just means... Oh no, there it goes. Yeah, see? That's why I don't understand. Like, it's green now. Go figure. That's what's kind of confusing sometimes. It's like, you request permission, and they say okay, but now it's green, so I don't know. I don't understand. The reasons why I'm not a train conductor, I guess, or a train driver. Alright, what do we got here? So this one's green. I guess it means we're safe to go, but it is a 40-mile-an-hour speed limit, so we have to be careful about that. So let's bring it down to 30%. Let's go just 20% actually, because there's a section of 40 and then a section of 25, so you need to be careful regardless in this context. Oh, that's kind of cool. There I am right there, apparently. Alright, so if we're going that way, it's 40 mile an hour. I don't think we're going that way, but we're going slow enough that we could actually go that way should we need to. Oh, we are. Okay, well, good thing we weren't going that fast. Alright, so are we turning off to the right here? I bet we are. And I have, if that is the case, we need to slow down right now. Because that is going to tell us, don't go. See? I don't know. I can't tell now. Because are we going... Well, I guess we could do it this way. So we're going... where are we here? Center on the player. So we're going to the... We're going straight through here. Okay. And looks like it's green up there, though. So I don't know why we have to stop here. These are the things I don't understand sometimes. I'm like, what's going on here? So we're going straight through, so that's a green light up there. So we should theoretically be able to go forward without getting an emergency stop. But so far we only have -5 points. That's pretty good for me, actually. Normally I have a lot more than that. But right now -5 is not so bad. Last time I did one of these, it was like a how bad was it? I think it was like minus 16,000 or something ridiculous like that. Okay, now it's red. I don't understand. It was green 2 seconds ago. Alright, well, I guess it wants us to wait now again. Or maybe that's from us moving forward. I don't know. Let's just test this out, because I am curious now. Is it from us just going forward, and that's why the light changed? Or is it from... Let's find out. So there's the thing right there. It's red up there, but it was green. But I don't know if it changed because we just moved forward. But as soon as we go over that little thing right there, we'll find out. Yeah, so I guess we're not supposed to go forward yet. See, now it's green. See? It makes no sense. I don't know. There must be some sort of rhyme or reason to it. I guess it's a situation where I really should read the rules associated with driving a train. Actually, you know what I could do? I could ask Iain. I know he would know the rules a lot more than I would. I'll have to talk to him on TeamSpeak later on, see if I can get some information from him. That might be helpful in this context. Because there must be something like I'm not aware of that kind of would help. Well, look at that kind of view. That would help in this context, but I'm not certain of it, so... that's the thing. Like, if I knew what the reason was, it'd be a little bit easier, but in this case I don't, so... Alright, so... 25 is our maximum speed limit here, so let's drop down to 13% throttle, just so we're not speeding. We'll still accelerate slowly, but not as fast. Now that we have momentum. Okay, it's green, we're good. Alright. So, we have to come up to a siding up here somewhere. So we have to go over Didcot. We're up here somewhere. Oh, look at that. That's nuts. We need to go to Didcot Unload 1. So, where's Didcot Unload 1? So there's... I better go back to this view so I can see the lights, or else they're going to get in trouble. Pay attention to the map, being like, la 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 la. Alright. So there's the next light. It's green, so let's see what happens here. So we should be able to go forward, assuming... Yeah, see, I don't understand. There must be something I'm missing. Okay, so we need to go to Didcot Unload 1. Where on earth is that? Reception. Is that the unload one right there? Didcot Coal. It just says Didcot Unload 1. Doesn't say. That says oh, there it is. Didcot Unload. So we need to go. Oh, it's set up right. So we stop there and drop off the cars. Assuming all the other tracks are set up properly. It looks like they are so far. Because we are down here. Looks like we're good so far. Didcot Reception 2. Yeah, I think we're okay. So, drop our speed down a little bit because it's still 25. We need to go this way. So let's check our G meter. Oh, not too bad. Not too bad. It's kind of a cool little area, actually. It's kind of a train yard type scenario. Some of the train yards in Canada are huge. Absolutely enormous. Especially if you get to like Toronto, if you get to Toronto main station, like even if you go to Union Station in Toronto, it's pretty crazy. Union Station is just like all passengers, but you see some pretty crazy stuff because like you get all the Via Rail station or Via Rail trains there, and you get the Via Rail, and you also get Go Transit there as well. Go Trains. All right. Oh, there we go. We lost 5,000 points because we weren't on time. When we were supposed to arrive at 16:43. So yeah, we're late. How? I understand. Whatever. Yep, that's how I lost a lot of points last time. But I'm not exactly sure. I'm like, how could I have gone any faster? Because like I had to slow down and wait a couple areas. So I don't know. They want you to be prompt, but they're like, it's like they don't make it easy. Let's just say that they don't make it easy. So here's Didcot unload 1, and we need to unload. Looks like all of our cars because these are all the full ones. So come up to this little section up here, and then we'll unload. Take the throttle off here a little bit because we don't need to speed through this section. And then we unload the cars. Let's go. Nice little view here. Nice. Cool. There we go. Alright, so there's the... Well, it must be a coal power plant, I guess. And that must be all the coal. Wow, that can't be all the coal, really? That would be ridiculous if that was the case. I guess it is. Well, it would make sense, I guess. Hit the brakes here a little bit. Come to a nice gradual slop. I guess it would make sense because, like, you know, to power England, it would take a lot of coal, I imagine. But as far as I know, coal is not something that people promote very often these days because it's not considered environmentally friendly, right? So, c'est la vie, I suppose. Although it's funny, you see people advocate for like environmentally friendly cars, and then you have to think about how the cars were actually made in this context and whether they were made environmentally or not. So, all these types of things. Alright, so here's our station up here. Let's hit the brakes again a little bit. Oh, this is so cool. This is, I don't know why, for whatever reason, the passenger scenarios don't interest me as much as these cargo ones, just because you get to see some more industrial areas, and I guess that's what I like to see. Alright, so we're coming into the unload station right here. And I don't know how far we need to go, though. This is the thing I'm not sure about. I guess as long as we just stop close to the area. Hit the brakes here. And we'll just stop. So our train's in the unload area, so I think we're okay. So as long as we decouple all the appropriate... where's our train itself? I think it's over here. Yeah. So there we go. We stopped. We're not. Decouple. You did not drop off your wagon correctly. Oh, are you serious? Why did I not drop it off correctly? What, oh. I guess because I decoupled the train. Not what I was supposed to decouple. Whoops. Alright, well that's fine. We'll just, connect that back up. And that doesn't make any sense though. Yeah, that's a bit strange now. Okay, so let's go back to the decouple view. I guess it's this one? Yeah, I guess that is though. I guess that doesn't show up as red because it's a train too. That's why I was a bit... That's strange. So I guess it just was a slight error. Nope, I need to slow down, not speed up. Cool, look at that. Little excavator there for no apparent reason. I'm gonna go to Didcot Ash Loop. Oh, there's a little... that's cool, look at that forklift back there. That's neat. I've never seen that before. We need to slow down. We're going just a little bit too fast. We don't have a plethora of cargo behind us now, so now we have to be a bit slower about things. Ash Loop. So where are we heading to? Let's center on the player here. So we come down here, and is this the Ash Loop back here, I suppose? Rail freight did cut Ash Loop. That must be what it is. I don't see any other area where it could possibly be. Unless it's over here somewhere. Okay, where's my task? Okay, well that solves that problem. So once we get out of this area, we'll have to fiddle with the signals a little bit. And I suppose we're going to be late for this too. Doesn't say a time. Okay, well. Once we pass this little section here, that I believe is where we have to go. So let's just, no, the throttle is off. We'll get past it, and then we'll have to back up into the appropriate location, and then we should be good to go, because I think that's the last thing we have to do. Although we have to stop at one more area. Alright. So let's start hitting the brakes here a little bit. And we'll slow down once we get past this little section. Hopefully, that doesn't put the emergency brakes on in front of us there. No, we're good. Okay, so alright, just making the last little change here on the signals. And now let's head backwards here. And we should be... Oh, I'm backing up as if I'm looking at a car here. And we should see Ash Loop 2, because we're backing up into that location back there. And we should see it, if all goes well at least. Because our task is to go up here and collect these cars up here that are empty. Assuming I put the signals all right. I think we're safe. So what is it we want? Okay. Alright. Just coming into the Ash Loop section here. Looks like the cars aren't quite that close yet, so we'll have to go a little bit further back into it and not run into them at a breakneck pace, but slowly. So we'll see what happens here. The funny thing is, when you don't have all the extra cargo, you really accelerate a lot faster than you anticipate. So you kind of have to be a bit aware of that, which is rather interesting. I don't see them yet still. I guess technically in this scenario, you probably would have somebody at the front and the, well, in each locomotive, I guess would be the word that I want to use here. All right, so we need a couple there. I don't see where the cars are. They must be really far back there. Yeah, we still need to go to ways yet. So we probably can go a bit faster than this. As long as we don't smash into them, we should be fine, basically. Luckily, we have just the engine, and they can hopefully accelerate and decelerate quickly. I don't see them yet. Where are they here? Oh, there they are. So let's slow down a little bit here now, because I'd rather hit these slower rather than quicker. Okay. Just glide in here. Put a little bit, only a slight amount of braking power. I don't know. It seems like there's like kind of an art to this, to try and do it correctly. Like, as I imagine, like it takes a lot of practice. But like, how do you practice driving a train without actually driving a train? I don't know. I guess by using simulators. Because they do have, like, I'm not sure about train simulators, but they do have quite a few airplane simulators. So if you're going to take your pilot's license, they'll actually hook you up with a simulation type scenario. Alright. Let's slow down just a wee bit more. Let's go into our couple view here. And once we ding that... oh, it's at the other side here. No, guess we have auto coupling on. Begin to drive out Parkway Station. Alright, I guess we're good to go. So let's go forward here. And now I can probably go full speed without realizing it. Oh, I guess they're empty though. So I do have to be careful. There we go. Perfect. So we need to go to Didcot Parkway. So where's that? Way down here. So Parkway number 4. And it looks like we are on track for that location. Good. Alright, so we're going to try and keep the pace around around 20 because we definitely want to try and be as close to being on time as possible. Because we have already been late once and we lost a whole bunch of points because of it. So maybe if we're early, we'll be able to gain some points, but I don't know for certain here. So they're all empty cars, so it's not going to be a big deal, I guess. %. Okay, 5% is a good pace. Seems like we can successfully maintain that without too much trouble. Although do pay attention to the lights again. So we're coming up to a signal light up here. Let's see if we can't catch it. Where's that little box? Alright, let's take the throttle off here a little bit and coast. There it is. So we'll know if we can proceed or not based on this. Watch there be an emergency brake. Nope, no, we're good. We're good. Alright, there we go. Got a green light. This is good. Try and maintain this 24 little slight speed. Come up to 35 miles an hour here again. Unfortunately, we have to go into the parkway, so we don't really want to go too fast here. But that should be just enough. So this is, I guess, coming in from a 70 to a 35. I guess that's what it's supposed to mean. I guess it's based on because where we came from, our speed wasn't 70, of course. All right. I'm gonna hit the brakes because I don't know what's gonna happen there. Let's see. I don't know what the rules are associated with that. Because if you don't pay attention to that, I guess, what will actually happen is you will get the emergency brakes on and you will lose. So like right now it's yellow, so I guess that means I can proceed with caution, but I don't know, like, maybe that light's supposed to come on every single time, and if you don't hit the button, it means you're not paying attention, I guess. I don't know. That's my guess. One sec, coffee break. Alright. So it's yellow, and yellow means be careful, proceed with caution. So here we are proceeding with caution, and it looks like we're good to go still. So I don't know, as far as I know, it's like reds don't go, yellows slow down, and green's good to go basically. But we're already late now. Go figure. So here's the station where we stop at up here, Didcot Parkway 4, and then we just park it and we're good to go. Alright. As long as we stop with the last car past that section, I guess, would be the way I would think about it, because you don't want to block the roadway or the tracks, even though we will be anyways. Look. I guess that just means caution. I don't know. You will have to tell me, folks. I am... that's red up there, so let's go full service. There we go. We've stopped here, and that's it. That's the last scenario, so I guess that we don't really need to load or unload anybody here. We just need to wait and then see what happens. There you go. You finished a scenario, but you did not complete all the steps. Try again. What steps did I miss? What did I miss? How did I not? Oh, it's because that's why. It's because I detached the train by accident. Oh well. Anyways, folks, that'll be it for me for today. Another episode of Train Simulator 2016 coming at you from the Class 47 Triple Gray in the Great Western Main Line. My name's Iain Robson. If you enjoyed yourself, why don't you go ahead and hit that subscribe button. I'll catch you guys later.